What is going on, everybody? My name is Andrew. Welcome to Andrew Miller Mileage. I'm going to be taking you guys with me on a quick trip to check out 3 paranormal, weird ghost spots here in the Pine Barrens. We got a lot of ground to cover, so let's get moving, shall we? All right, and we are at the Emilio Carranza Memorial here in Tabernacle, New Jersey. This statue was put here many years ago to honor the great Mexican aviator Emilio Carranza, whose plane had went down here back in 1928 on July 13th, not too far from today's date. Many people have seen many paranormal things here, felt weird vibes, saw clouds, orbs in their photos, saw lights. I mean, it's a very interesting thing, but most of those people, they seem to have disrespected the grave in some sort. Whether they climbed it or were flashing their lights at it, yelling. It's weird, but the monument itself is absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at these stone carvings through it. And the stone itself was actually brought here from his home city in Mexico. They had sent the stone, and we had returned his remains. And I mean, it's absolutely beautiful, this thing. I mean, it's a work of art. The carving, the accuracy of the carving. And this part, this is the one, I absolutely love this part. I mean, that is just beautiful craftsmanship. And this is back in 1928. They didn't have the same crazy technology that we had now. So, absolutely cool. Love this place. I don't know. I get good vibes from it, so I'm happy. So one of the things that was said was that Emilio's memorial was paid for by the pennies of the Mexican children. And of course, like I said, I don't want to agitate them. So I'm going to pay my respect in the way that others should. A penny. Hey, look, there's pennies all over this thing. So, not the only one. It's ridiculous. Didn't think I was going to be picking up much trash today. I didn't bring a bag. So I'm hoping none of this flies out the back of my truck on my way home, but I hate to see it. But I'm going to get rid of it. Don't you worry. I'm on the job. All right, you guys, we are at our next location. This is the Brooks Bear abandoned brick factory. It's basically just a graffiti haven now, but there's all sorts of old structures. This place was closed in 1902 due to legal issues after the original owner had passed away. They didn't know what to do with the facility, and honestly, rumor is the facility was never even operational, or was operational to an extent where it was worth keeping. What had happened later on in the final demise of this place, with 2 deaths reported on the property, was in 1907 the New Jersey Railroad Union was on strike. The railroad runs right along this property. They put a caretaker here, and apparently the story is, and this is where it gets real skewed, is the caretaker and his wife were staying here one night, and they went and they lit a fire in the stove. The chimney wasn't clean, and in the middle of the night when they were asleep, the whole building caught on fire, and both had died. There's all sorts of stories of foul play, something else happening, murder-suicide even, but there's no story. But that's the story the police have. It's even crazier. We even got a ghost sighting. Boo. I don't think I'll fit. Thanks, I'm good. All sorts of cool stuff. There's a tunnel entrance, like right down there, but it's all collapsed. In this tunnel here, one of the main standing areas, you can actually see where there's these holes in the ground. I think that was where they were ventilating or doing the ingots maybe, but fucking creepy. Usually I wouldn't walk into something like that, but why not, right? One thing that is really cool about this place being a whole graffiti playground essentially is it's always changing. Every time I've been here, there's new work everywhere, on the trees, on the road, on just about everything. So it's always cool to see just how little changes people keep contributing over the years. It's pretty cool. Wow. Owen Wilson's been here, I guess. This next one's really cool coming up. I think that's awesome. Whoever did that one, good work. It's absolutely sick. See behind me here where all the little like tunnel ways that were above ground had all collapsed and fell apart. So obviously the place has definitely seen some weathering over the years, but it was decided in I believe it was 17, that this place would not become operational again and would not go up for sale due to the 2 deaths on the property. So it sucks. This place could have been a titan of the industry at that time when America was really building and, producing everything, but it just wasn't meant to be. Explore some of the other few standing structures. There's this little shack looking thing here that goes into those tunnels that we'd seen the holes going through the floor into. I'm not going in there. This place already collapsed enough, and the last thing it needs is a 3rd dead body. And then we got this little building here. I don't know what a brick factory looked like back in the day, so I can't tell you what it was, but it's a pretty cool place. So definitely worth checking out if you're ever in the Pasadena, New Jersey area, part of Manchester Township. So be sure to check it out. I thought this one was really cool. Hopefully it's not foreshadowing. We'll play it safe. Get ready to get out of here and get out to the next spot. Right, and we are here, and I'm going to be real quick because there is actually no trespassing signs here, but we are at what could be the abandoned Ong's Hat Laboratory. The story of this place is back in 1971. 2 brothers from Texas had showed up and were running experiments back in 1970s on trans-dimensional teleportation. Bottom line, trying to go to another dimension. And they were kicked out of Princeton University's laboratories because their work was a little too extreme, and then they found some property out here. Now, the stories are very short and very strange and don't have a whole lot of detail, but it was said that in 1980 something, the military had moved in and shut everything out. How true is it? I don't know, but I think that's what attracts me to this story the most. And this is all that stands, are these old stone structures. But you can see they're relatively new. I mean, they're fitted out for electrical. I can't imagine cinder blocks isn't that, old, but who knows? This place is weird. It's one of 2 buildings here. I'm only going to check out this one because I just don't want to be here too long. I'm getting eaten up by bugs too. But there's actually a 3rd building here. I'd never even seen this one the last time I came out this way. So it just adds to it more. It's like, what really was going on here? 3 whole buildings, possibly a laboratory. And there was apparently a bunch of religious people that were runaways that were here. I mean, if this doesn't scream this place is very strange, I do not know what else will. So this place just, I want to learn so much more about this. The thing that makes this whole situation just so attractive is there's a lot of mystery around it. Nobody knows the real story, and there's not a whole lot of real stories about it. So who knows? It could be fake, but the problem is there are so many things that just lead to it maybe being real. For instance, another piece of this puzzle is this trailer right here. It was originally said that these guys, when they moved here, were working on their experiments out of what appeared to be an old ramshacked trailer. It's right around the corner from this place, and another thing that makes this part kind of interesting as to why it might be part of whatever went down here is, let me ride up to here. There's a trail that goes back there, but I ain't gonna go back there. It's this old house. There's a building permit on the door dated back to the 1970s. Has it been closed since the 1970s? I don't know. It's old, it's tattered, but it all just oddly lines up. Like I said, it just makes me so much more curious about what happened there, if anything even happened there. So I'm definitely doing a deep dive on this one day. But until then, who knows? I want to know. All right, guys, that is all for me today. I hope you guys had a great time checking out these 3 locations. I want to do some deep dives into these places, find some more of the history and maybe some more of what happened here. But that'll be in another time. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.